Hey, hey! It's my first day going fishing this season. The sun is shining. The birds are singing. But first things first, medication. And we're off. Donald, the man that I bought my boat from last year. He took my boat off the lake at the end of the season and put it into storage. And today I rang him and he's arranged to meet me and he's bringing my boat back for me, back to the lake for the new season. He's here before me. I'm not late. He's an early bird. Hello, Donald. You're an early bird. Nice to see you, Donald.
Right.
So what are you after doing to the boat, did you say?
What I did there a couple of weeks ago, Vincent, is I put 6 tins of expanding foam.
Expanding foam?
Expanding foam, that's a floatant. It's a float on top of the water as such like.
And where did that go in the boat?
It's gone in there under the floor, look.
It's gone onto the floor?
Under the floor there and into the flotation.
You're not serious? And it's gone in there?
It's gone in there as well.
Oh my God! And
you had problems there last year, you see, when they filled up with water.
That's right.
Now, there is still room for some water to go into them, but not a lot.
But that'll never happen, so it'll never fill with water again?
No, well it will if it rains enough.
And what do I owe you for all of that work?
€1,000.
You're giving the foam away?
I am, mate, I am.
€1,000.
No,
I have to pay you something for it.
It's alright, don't get excited. This boat is, like I said, a unique boat for a unique man. You're never again going to see the likes of this boat anyway.
Yeah.
Because she's solid teak, and you can see it. No? Solid teak.
Solid teak.
Solid teak. There's going to be no rat at all, netter and things like that, provided we look after it right, and that's what we're going to do. Like nothing down the brown envelope, but even though you decided to keep it white instead of brown, like.
I have an envelope for you.
That's perfect.
That's for bringing the boat here today for me, and I'll sort you out for the. No, that's not. No. I'll have to get you the voucher for all the foam. No, I'm delighted.
No, she's beautiful.
I'm going to go fishing now for today, and I'm going to sleep on the beach tonight. I'm hoping.
Oh, Jesus Christ, you're mad. I don't mind. I'd blast them blinded and they're hopping over. Good God in heaven, by it. Goes down to 2 or 3 degrees at night here all the time, or even less, probably here on the bank of the lake.
You're a big grand with a few Jamesons.
Oh, what if you want more than Jameson, I say?
I brought hot water bottles with me as well.
I guess you brought the wife. You'd nearly want the wife, which was a nice one. keep over That bought it there since I was over here for Christmas time, I'd say.
Yeah.
That's only what the launching yet. You're the first boat, I said.
Am I?
We're the first boat launching here this morning.
Wow.
This year.
The first boat.
First boat in. Which is nice to see too.
Yeah.
Striking catches on the water.
Hey!
That boat is practically unsinkable now at the moment with your two flotation tanks pumped full of the expanding foam and your floor with expanding foam as well. That boat should stay floating. But then again, of course, if we hit a rock, hadn't enough.
But they said the Titanic couldn't sink.
Correct. That's the thing about it, you know.
But that's like a cork. That's like a cork now. That'll just float all the time.
It should float all the time now, to the simple as that.
Wow, thanks for that, Donald.
You're welcome. You're welcome, man.
So listen, Donald, thanks for everything.
It's no problem. Give me just a message and let me know how you get on if we do decide to stay.
Yeah, hopefully I will. Hopefully I'll stay the night.
Or if we're stuck, I can bring over a blanket or something.
Thanks, Donald.
Right.
I see you. Good luck. See you. So strong, you wouldn't think it would nearly knock you over. It's very cold, it's freezing. I'm turning soft. I'm turning soft. I lost that last year. That's a phone charger. And it's the little bit of white. I had two of them. That's the other one. That's perfect. This one's perfect. I put that little bit of white paint on it, and I lost that last year. And it's just got the rust. Never thought I'd find it again. I found it, but it's no good. That's just unbelievable. I can't believe it. And I lost a mobile phone here the same day. I wonder will I find that later. I'm looking at the wind forecast for Lockatan. Wednesday, 1 o'clock. Gusts up to 50 kilometers an hour. That's very, very strong wind. I'll go for a little nap. I'll go for a little nap. I have so much gear in the car, I can't put the seat back. Let's go for a little nap. I'm here since 10:30 this morning. I arranged to meet Donald at 11 o'clock and I came a bit early and he was here before me. And it's now 3:30. I'm sitting in the car for hours, waiting for the wind to die down. And I have a great wife. She just rang me there to remind me it's time to take my next antibiotic. So I must take that. Take it with food, she says. All I have is a bit of dry bread until I get my cooker out and a bit of orange juice. So I have my second antibiotic taken. Don't forget bread, egg, orange juice tablets. I love you. Have fun. Little smiley face. P.S. Lots of warm clothes, I think she says. And she gave me the toilet roll. She's always thinking of me. Thanks for the toilet roll, love. It's definitely dying. Definitely. But the nap is lovely. We'll have another little nap. Oh, we'll have another little nap. I've still got my fishing jumper. My wife hasn't gotten rid of it yet on me. A fine jumper, a fine jumper. That was in my waders. Bottle lid. That wouldn't be very comfortable on my feet. And the most important thing of all to bring fishing with you is plenty of alcohol. And finally, we're off. It's very late in the day, and there's not much daylight left, so I've made an executive decision. I'm going to head straight for the beach and set up camp before it gets dark. I must set up my nice, comfortable chair and retrieve my cooker from the bushes where I left it last year. I'm delighted it's still there. Life doesn't get much better. My God, what a place. What a place. I'm just sitting here having a beautiful pint of Guinness. And all this I have to myself. I'm a lucky man, a very lucky man. The simple pleasures of life. And now the next most important thing to do is to fill the belly. I'm starving. I've had nothing to eat all day, only a bit of dry bread and a drink of orange juice. My doctor has put me on 2,000 steps every day. She wants me to lose some weight. I'm a bit heavy, she says. And honest to God, I've been trying very hard. I have, honestly now. All jokes aside, honestly, I've been trying very hard. I've given up sausages and rashers. I haven't had a sausage or a rasher in over a month. And I'm eating salads. And I'm eating for my breakfast in the morning, I'm eating omelettes. And I'm not eating any meat, hardly. I'm really cutting down on my food. And I'm losing the weight very slowly, very, very slowly. And I'm trying to keep up the 2,000 steps. I do it most days. And I've lost, I was 19.4, I'm now 18.7, so I have lost a bit. But there's loads more to come off me. And I am really trying, honest to God. I'll show you something now to prove it. Now that's today. I didn't do much today. But 8,000, 12,000, nearly 10,000, 2 days of rest. Then there we go, nearly 8,000. Nearly 10,000. 13,000. Nearly 8. As you can see there, every day I'm out walking. 11,000. 13,000. I've been really trying my best to lose the weight. And it's very slowly coming off me. My doctor might be watching this and she'll see that I've been really trying hard. I've been a really good boy. I must tell you a quick story about eggs. I used to work in this place. I won't say where it was. I used to work in this place. And this man came to me one day, a dishevelled old man, a bent, crooked old man. And he had a stick to walk, and he was very crooked. And he came up to me and he had all loads of plastic bags. And he said to me, would you eat some eggs? He said, I've hundreds of chickens. I own a farm, he says. And I said, I'd love a couple of eggs. So I bought a half a dozen of them. They were grand. And then the next day he came back to me. And he said to me, will you have some more eggs? I said, I will. And I bought more of them. Then I was gone on 2 weeks from my holidays. And the fellow who was doing my job when I was gone rang me. And he said, Vincent, there's this old man. He's very dishevelled and crooked with an old stick. And he's leaving eggs here for you. He's leaving loads of eggs. I said, tell him don't be leaving eggs. Don't let him leave any more eggs, I said there. Don't tell him not to leave any more eggs. When I come back, I'll see him, I said. So when I came back, he saw me and he came up and he says, you owe me money. And I owed him money for a certain amount of eggs. And I said, listen, I says, when I'm not here, don't be leaving any eggs for me, okay? But if I'm here, I'll buy them off you. And in a day or two later, I was down at a place called Glomcon. There's a shop there. And the next thing in the car park, there was your man. I spotted him. And there he was. He was after buying dozens and dozens of eggs inside the shop. And he had them on the ground. He was taking them out of all the containers. He's taking them out of that. I'm wrapping them up individually in bits of newspaper. I couldn't believe, mate. And he left all his rubbish behind. He left all the cartons on the ground. And the next day he came up and he said to me, will you buy some eggs, he says. I said, I saw you yesterday down in Glomcon, the car park, I said. And you bought all the eggs in the shop. And he ran away. And that man, every time I drive through a place called Cahersiveen, I see him in a beautiful suit. And a lovely walking stick with a big gold handle, and he's as straight as a poker, and he's walking along, and he's shaking a stick, and he's like the man from Del Monte. And when I was dealing with him, he was an old crooked old fella, and I said to my wife, that man's a robber. And my wife said, he's not, Vincent, he's enterprising. He deserves any money he got off you. I said, he's not, he's a robber. What do you think? Do you think he's a robber? Or do you think he's enterprising? He was a robber. But I have to say, that omelette was beautiful. It really was. And my bread didn't even have any butter on it, so I'm losing weight the whole time. But a man cannot live on peppers and onion and tomatoes. A man needs meat. And I haven't had a sausage or a rasher, honestly, in a month. And I've made an executive decision, and even if my doctor's watching, when I'm on the beach, I'm going to have a sausage and a rasher. And when I'm back at home, I won't have them. I'll cut them out totally. But when I'm on the beach, you have to have a sausage. You have to have a sausage. And you have to have a rasher. You have to. My favourites, Denny jumbo sausages. Now look, I'll be good, and I'd only have the two. I'll be really good. And two rashers. Here's another tip for you. If you're trying to lose weight, this beer, Moretti, I think it's called. This stuff, you'll never guess how many calories are per can. Per can, there's 38 calories. 38 calories per can of beer. That's unbelievable. You can drink as much of this stuff as you want, and you're still losing weight. You can drink as many cans as you want, and you're still losing weight. And it's beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. Money back on the can. Now that's a sight for sore eyes. Life is what you make it. Cheers. I must show you this. My wife will kill me. She'll kill me. She bought me batteries. I told her what batteries I needed for my pump-up bed, and I'll have a good sleep here tonight. And she bought me batteries. And she says to me, Vincent, these batteries, they last 10 years. I said, they couldn't last 10 years. She said, they do. They last for 10 years. I said, Hitler, if they last for 10 years, I said, the battery place would be out of business. What price were they? And they were €7 or €8. I said, I'm telling you, she says, they last for 10 years. I must show you the batteries. She'll kill me. There are the batteries. 10-year shelf life. And she thinks they last for 10 years. Let's hope they'll pump up my bed tonight. Thanks, love, for the 10-year batteries. The moment of truth. Yay! Brilliant. Thanks, Hilda, for the battery. Very thirsty work. Pumping up the air bed. Cheers. "38 calories a can." Cheers. This is the perfect time in the evening to go fishing. The perfect time. But you know what? I'm just so happy I got my tent up and got all my gear up. And you know what I'm going to do? I think I'm not even going to go fishing now. Tomorrow's another day. I think now what I'm going to do is I'm going to light a little fire and sit down and have a few little drinks and count my blessings. I've been doing that for a while, counting my blessings. I forgot to say, for the chest, for the chest, cheers. So on. You get the gist of it. That's a beautiful piece of music called Sorry Seems to Be the Hardest Word. Well, I hope you enjoyed my video. I enjoyed making it, and I hope you'll join me in part 2 of this video. This is the first part of the video, and I hope you'll join me in part 2 to see do I survive the night. And see how I get on. Do I get a fire lit? Do I freeze to death in my tent? Do I get fishing the next day? Does the wind die out? Do I catch a trout? Join me in my next video. Until then, get off and catch a fish. Good luck. I think it's time to go back to sleep if I can. And if I don't die tonight, hopefully I'll catch a trout tomorrow. Good night.